Afternoon, welcome. It's 4 minutes to 4 and we're approaching the time for our sway and stretch routine. I've just got a few people in the backdrop here at Moulton Community Centre, because we've just finished our course. I'll pan you around in a minute. There's nobody on at the minute, so there's no point in saying hi to nobody. Hopefully your day has been good. Here come our first few people, look, coming in. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm not used to doing 2 full days in a row. But we have had 2 full days of loveliness, productiveness. Hello, Mrs. Perry. So we've got South Wales in. We've got, who have we got in today? Where are you from? Northamptonshire? Buckinghamshire's in. Northampton's in. Northampton is most definitely in. And Leicester is in as well. Right, 3 people coming up. We've got a couple of more minutes to go with our preamble and welcome ins. Messages take a bit to land sometimes, don't they? Right, sway and stretch. What have I got for you today? I think Bex did a little bit of seated wavy arm thing yesterday as she was stuck in the car. It looked like it was raining outside as well. So we haven't essentially got a brand new sway routine started this week. And I haven't really had time to think of one this week already. So we might go to the default wavy arm thing, the best I can remember. Right, here we go. Here's some more weather reports. We always get a weather report in. Bright sunshine, but snow on the ground in Cruden Bay. So North Scotland, aren't you, George? North Scotland, we've got South Wales, we've got Midlands, England, so far. Not that many people in there. People normally kind of go, oh God, it's 4 o'clock, I better get online. Here's Sandra Hewitt. We've got, where are you from, Sandra? Portsmouth area. Sometimes I'm good and sometimes I'm not so good at remembering this. Sunny in Wales, but no snow. The Dickinsons are in. Hello, Vivian. Hello, Paul. And I'm just going to pan you around because I've got some people here, some late stayer honourers from at my course in Moulton. So let me pan round and I'll let them say hello and give you a wave. Hello, Carol Kent. You've had snow as well, have you, in Gateshead? Right, say hello to this bunch. This lovely bunch of people. Look, there they are. You've just had a full panoramic there. Sorry if that made you feel any dizzy or giddy. Right, Sandra's ready for a 4 p.m. It is 4 p.m, so here we go with the Ted Rogers. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Sway and Stretch. Today is Tuesday the 7th, just checking in the background here. Yep, it's the 7th of March 2023, and you're with me, Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training. Seated or standing options are up to you entirely. Take what feels right for you, and let's go. Right, so you can sit or stand, it's up to you lot in the background. Right, so I'm going to take up some external support. You can have your external support any way around you. You might want it in front of you, that might feel a bit better, or to the side of you. In seated, we're going to take a little bit of a lift through the posture first, and then a hip walk towards the front third of the chair. Take as many hip shifts as you need until you're perched. Now we're looking for right angles. Ankles, knees, hip and body. Up we come through posture, lifting and lengthening through the spine. This is all good, important stuff to put in before you add some movement to it. So we're going to foot pedal first, and you might want to, after a moment here, start to progress to the leg marches. Now I'm just going to kind of switch between standing position, seated position. You don't have to follow me. but I'll just do a little bit of everything to show you what your options are. So keep going. Fluid, rhythmical, coordinated, hopefully symmetrical move, best we can, from right side to left side. Now, if you want, bring in an arm swing. If you need to hold your support throughout, do so, but switch sides and give the other side a turn. Otherwise, if you feel comfortable, confident, steady, stable, you can bring that second arm swing in. You're warming up now. Are we warming up? Those of us who are moving, we're warming up. You lot probably had enough of this boost malarkey. So we're swinging at the shoulders, just show you from the side there, driving the elbows back. Warming up, very useful and good for our muscles before we stretch. But slow it down first, bring it to a stop, and we're going to add in our sway routine. So seated or standing, exactly the same arm movements. We're just going to start, if we turn to the side, I'm a little bit oh, it's snowing. A little bit shadowy and snowy here now. We're going to take a float up through the arms, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to take the hands up to the chest level here, push forwards, twist the wrists at the end, draw the elbows back, and then press the palms down at the bottom end of that movement. First time you lot have done this, but we do this a lot. Are you with me this time? Floaty arm up, floaty arm down. Lifting the elbows up, hands at chest level, push forwards, twisty wristy thing, grip and grasp and draw back. Turn the palms down, push down, and there we have part of the wavy arm thing. You've just reminded me of something, Jude. We do a shoulder circle first, so we're going to put that in this time. So shoulder circle round, back and down, floating up, loose elbows, wrists and fingers. Think about drawing the elbows up, bringing the hands to the palm, pushing forwards, turn them away, grip and grasp, elbows coming back, and resetting the arms down there. Couple more times through, let's go. Big circle, move at your own pace. Add some longer, deeper breathing to your movements as well. Pushing forwards, turning through the wrists, grip, grasp, draw back, elbows just squeezing back there, pressing down. Have we got one more round? I think we have. Oh, it's really snowing now. It's sunny and snowing. So draw the elbows up, hands to chest, push. Round we go, grip and grasp, elbows squeeze back and press down to reset. There we go, we should feel more open in the chest, a little bit more relaxed and calm now. Going into our stretch sequence then, we're going to do a couple for the lower body, we've got a couple for the upper body, and that all-important favourite one for the neck that we do. Those of you who are in standing might prefer to come in to sit for this. I prefer to do most of my stretches in seated. We'll have a look at the back of thigh first. So to get the leg out straight, hip walk forwards if you've found yourself a little bit further back. Leg out straight, loose ankle on the end. Let's have a little lift through the posture just before leaning forwards. Feeling the stretch, just starting to pull into the back of the knee, up towards your hip as well. So these are the muscles that get you down to the lower levels, or not if they're tight. Breathe in steadily throughout. Now, we're going to progress this if you can. So try and just lean a little bit further into it. You're probably not much movement needed there to bring the muscles into that extra stretch and lengthened position. If you want to just do a quick check on your reachability. Put your hand onto your straight leg and see if you can reach down a little bit further if you can, and recover. So sitting tall, coming back to base. Ready for the other side. Let's see. Chances are you've picked your most flexible side first. This one might not feel as generous in the stretch. Lifting tall, leaning into it, feeling the bite of that stretch. Mildly uncomfortable, but nowhere near painful. Breathing throughout. The stretch reflexes are gripping at the moment. They don't want you to go or force it any further, but it might relax off. So try and take it a bit further if you can. If you want to take it to reach, see how far you can reach your fingertips. And if you've got a pen in your hand, draw a marker on your leg and then start to recover. Nice and easy. You used to stand your kids or grandkids against the wall and strike them off. That's what you can do on your leg, you see. Okay, into the chest stretch now. So just sit comfortably and tall. Shoulders are down, tracking the arms back towards the back of your chair and just pinning the shoulders and the elbows back too. So that should bring a good bit of length into the chest, great for posture and around the front of your shoulders as well. If you want, you can have your hands in your back pockets, squeezing back the elbows together. We need this for tucking in our clothing, pulling up our trousers or skirts or tights. We need this stretch for anything that's tracking our arms behind us. So turning as well, twisting, getting your arms in and out of your coats, which we might need on the way home today. Relax there. A couple of crowbarring shoulder rolls maybe, and the upper side stretch. I'm going to come in a bit closer for this. So upper side stretch. Sitting tall, hands on the shoulder, we're going up with the elbow, quite close to your head. Have a little walk with your fingers over the back of your head, neck, upper back area. You're opening out your armpit. We might need to get under here to do stuff. We might need to reach over at the back of our head to wash, dry, cream, comb, hair. Feel that in the chest. That's the wrong bit, isn't it? In the back of your arm. Which way am I wired today? Lifting up so that you push your rib cage slightly out to the side to get a bit more trunk as well. Full arm reach if you can. Upwards reach, a little bit of extra reaching, corner of the cobwebs in the corner stretch, and come down and out of it. If that full arm stretch is tricky because of restrictions around the shoulder, hold this part of the stretch just for that bit longer. Change sides. Up we go with the elbow, up we sit through the posture. See how far you can reach behind and over. Lifting upwards a little bit. We're not in too much of a tilt there. Just a lift, pointing the elbow a tad higher. And up we go with a full arm reach if you can. Extra full arm reach. And recover. Not too long in that full reach, else we end up holding our breath. Okay, next stretch. Everybody likes this, so we tend to include this quite a lot. Just drop your ear towards your shoulder. A good stretch to bring in, if you hold tension in your neck, your shoulders. Good stretch to include alongside shoulder lifts and rolls, shoulder looseners, that upper side stretch that we've just done as well. You can feel that pulling from right behind your ear, across kind of the ridge of your shoulder down to the tip of your shoulder there. All right, ease on out of it. We've got one more stretch to do. So a calf stretch, seated option. Let me move. Forward sitting position on your chair. Some of you might have gone back in your chair just to relax whilst your neck's stretched. But come forwards again to let that leg go straight. Calf stretch I'm doing. Toes up and sitting up. Push the heel just a bit further under your foot. And that should lengthen out from the heel, the Achilles, the lower calf muscle and into that chunky, bigger part of the calf muscle. Stay there if you're in seated. You don't need to do this standing version, but for those of you who want to be in standing, we've got a bit of external support, a stride back, a straight line from the top of your head down to your heel, and just your front knee slightly bent. And you get a good bit of length into the calf there. Relax from that stretch position, get ready to change sides. Another way to stretch the calf, which you might find quite nice, is and if you've got a bit of wall that you don't mind putting your feet against, maybe an outdoor wall might be better. You can put your toes up against the wall, face the wall, and just put a little knee bend into the front leg. And that will tend to catch you stretching a little bit lower down there. Great couple of stretches, these leg stretches, to do if you've just been out or you've been up and about and on your feet for a long time. Just to lengthen out the muscles, maintain and improve your flexibility for all things reaching forward, striding, bending, leaning. Now we've got your 4 p.m. job done. So relax from that stretch. Give yourself a deep breath. And there we have your 4 p.m. sway and stretch. So an extra 14 minutes worth of extra movement minutes there for you, specifically around flexibility and maybe just a little bit more relaxing through the sway routine. Right, afternoon to those of you who I've not said hello to yet. We're all done here, nothing more to see. Time for the evening to start kicking in, what you're having for dinner and what you're watching on telly maybe. Have a good evening. I'll see you all for the 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for your mobility and your get-go to the start of the day. Thanks all. Take care. See you tomorrow.